Joey with Geekadores here at the 2016 Amazing Las Vegas Comic-Con. Joining me now is Penguins Vs Possums fan-based press, and speaking with me is
Sebastian. I'm John.
I'm Lindsay.
All right, now this caught my attention just solely on the title, Penguins vs Possums. I think it's the eternal struggle that we all know between penguins and possums. So can you tell us a little bit about the comic?
Definitely. Yeah, as you mentioned, it is the eternal struggle between penguins and possums. They've been fighting each other since the very beginning of time, but it's all been hidden in the shadows, so that's why some people don't know about it.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
Some people. We're here to inform them, though,
Right.
with our book. And it's all leading to the Battle of Armageddon, which, despite what you may have heard, will actually be fought between penguins and possums, with every human on the planet having to choose a side to decide the fate of the world. Yeah, heavy stuff.
Do they have names like Penguinites or Possumin somethings?
They're called, in our book, we decided to go with the very original penguins and possums.
Yes.
But each person, there's a lot of characters that show up on each side that have specific names that we get to know and love and hate.
All right, now really, what inspired you to come up with Penguins vs Possums?
Sure, so the original idea for Penguins vs Possums was from when I was in college. I was in a class called Art in the Digital Age, and we had to come up with a website that told a story. And I had a penguin that I had been drawing that had Oakley sunglasses and spikes on his head, and decided to focus on that because it seemed ridiculous, and I thought people in the class would laugh. And occasionally had a dead possum in the backyard. So the alliteration of penguins and possums and the ridiculousness of they would never actually be fighting, decided to go with that, include all the stuff that I loved, which was hidden secrets and action 80s crazy adventure, and did the website. He really enjoyed it, and I kind of tucked that idea away, and then I met John.
Right, then we met a few years later on a TV show. We were in the same bullpen together. Very much a friendship of, oh, you draw? Well, I draw too. Let's be buds.
Sandbox love.
Yeah, definitely some sandbox friendship. Eventually, somehow, I ended up looking at the website, and I was like, that is ridiculous. That has to be a story. And at that point, we had already gotten a table just as artists for the Long Beach Comic-Con back in 2011. And we decided, you know, if we're going to be there, instead of just selling our wares, why don't we put together a comic? And we thought Penguins vs Possums obviously was the right choice.
Of course.
All right, so how long have you been working on Penguins vs Possums?
We've been working on it since 2011. That's when the first issue came out, and then we've had other projects that have come in between, but we've been working on it steadily since then. And yeah, we have issue 8 coming out later this year, and that'll wrap up the entire story.
And there's a clear winner. We made sure that the side that you've chosen, it might not be the winner, but the side that you've chosen just might. So it's your informative guide to the Battle of Armageddon.
Well, as long as you don't bring in some mysterious third faction out of nowhere, like, you know, salmon.
No
No.
salmon.
I
No.
mean, they gotta eat, but
Right. The
Right.
only salmon is when the penguins are just eating dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only people involved, or the only species involved, are penguins, possums, and humans. Humans get more involved as the story goes along.
All right. So this is your first time at Amazing Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What do you think of it so far?
Love it. It's awesome. Yeah,
Awesome,
we're
yeah.
really happy. We've focused mainly, we're all SoCal based, so we focus mainly on that in that area as far as conventions and stuff goes. And this is our first time being here, and we absolutely love it. It's good to get out. All the people are really nice and really cool, as you guys are.
you're all right.
You're okay.
You're fine.
Yeah,
But yeah, we love it. It's awesome.
Maybe not Rick.
We definitely will,
Shaking his head behind the camera.
Definitely want to come back next year, for
Yes,
sure.
yeah.
And we'll have our second volume out with a clear end of our story. The full saga will be here next year.
It was a pleasure talking to you guys. This is Penguins vs Possums fan-based press. These guys are awesome. Check out their comic. Right now, I'm just saying I'm Team Penguin because it's not as hot. It can't be as hot where penguins are as it is in Vegas right now.
yeah. True that.
Very true.
So yeah,
Thanks for talking to us.
thank you.
This is awesome.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you.